DG3, Ninja in October, Tuna Slap, Connor Agent, Seto, Dusto, Hyspus, Rollin' Paw. This is the rest of the cast. Built on stories unsurpassed. Win or lose, they bring the spark, lighting up the season arc. This is the rest of the cast. Not defined by first or last. Ask the room who steals the show. Watch where the loudest cheers all go. They've taken hits, they've stayed in line. Some nights rough, some nights shine. Still show up, still take the call. Still play like this one matters most of all. Stats go up, stats go down, but heart like that sticks around. You don't measure what keeps them here. Season to season, year to year. Beetle Dubs, Nate and Nurse, Star Mark, Emum 6'9", Rip with Kawanik, Doc Karans, Vin 08, 8 Cox 89, G for fun, clever Missy, fresh names written on the board. No history but hunger stored. Every legend once stood here too, with nothing but a chance to prove. A Nordson, Christellis, Goldman, Maximus, 09, 17, Verdict, Massachusetts. The butcher first throws quiet futures louder. This is the rest of the cast. Every season built this fast, from day one bets to brand new calls. They're the reason the league still brawls. This is the rest of the cast. Every throw echoes the past. Same league table, different flame. Roll the theme, they're in the game. No names on the banner, no guarantees, just a room full of players about to make draft night history.
Da 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 ba ba da 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 ba da ba ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba ba. Step right up, the lights are bright. Welcome to Analysis Night. Stats are ready, tape will fly. Let's hear from that silent owl guy. Throws that flew and catches two. Plays that nobody thought they'd do. Draft night dreams and clutch time throws. We're seeing how the season grows. Did you see that play last night? I caught it clean, it felt so right. But how did he make that call? Easy, I just didn't drop the ball. It's the Howdy Do It show, where the dodgeballs fly and the theories grow. From perfect throws to a money ball catch, we're solving the plays of the latest match. So the Howdy Do It show, every stat and every throw. If you wonder who was the MVP, we've got it right here for you to see. One throw high, one dodge low, one crazy catch that stole the show. Sometimes skill, sometimes luck, sometimes someone just gets stuck. Now Silent Owl, what did you think of that catch percentage? Well, let's just say if catching was fishing, some folks would still be wishing. 30%, that's mighty bold. I've seen scarecrows with better hold. And if dodging counts as strategy too, some players dodge the ball in the queue. Now, be nice. I am being nice. I didn't mention their offense. It's the Howdy Do It show, where the stats and highlights flow. Every throw and every stall gets analyzed right here for all. Yes, the Howdy Do It show, where the dodgeball mysteries grow. If a play makes everyone say, whoa, we'll break it down before you go. So tell me again, howdy do it? Timing, skill, and someone else missing the catch.
Hello. Are there people out there? More importantly, are there people out there who can hear me? Maybe. Yay. All right. I see. Close enough. Oh, cranky, handsome. So, for tonight's unboxing, I have a very, very special game. It is called Otter, and look at this thing. It is so fuzzy and so cute. And then you unbox it by like unzipping its belly, and the game is right
Ow! Oh,
inside.
good lord, is that an otter you've got there?
That is an otter. Look at this.
Oh, oh no, I'm having horrible flashbacks. Have you heard about Ollie the otter?
Ollie the otter. Mm. Is this going to ruin otters for me?
Very much so, I'm afraid, yes.
You keep that story to yourself then.
Okay, anyone wishing to know about Ollie the otter, just look up Ollie Salish Sea Otter. Um, it's horrifying. It's truly terrifying. Al, don't look it up. Whatever you do,
No, I love
it's
this little guy.
it's gonna ruin Oshawott forever for you.
Nope. Those guys are adorable. I've seen a few things online about them, about terrible things that they do, and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah,
Just skip right.
it might be a bit too much automation for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, that all being said, welcome to round 3 of the Howdy Do It show. I've got my delightful co-host and generally all-round better person, Silent Al.
Yay!
Who I always interrupt the unboxing for, but you know, that's all good. And looks like we've got Double Dubs, Super Grandma, Chrysalis, Cranky, Super Tools, Tats in the chat, so that's all good. Welcome, welcome. It's been a little while. I don't know about you, Al, but I've been absolutely slammed. We had CoverCon last weekend, which is a local kind of Comic-Con gaming convention I run here in the Comics Valley. And then the week before that, I was dancing in North Vancouver, so in a competition and stuff.
You know, one of these days, it's like on my bucket list. One of these days, I want to come to CoverCon.
Did Yarbs get to the con? Yarbs didn't get to the con, but we also, for one of the first years ever, didn't run a Star Realms tournament. That's on me. It's been a busy year, but next year we're going to be back. So I'm going to try and get Yarboa, and if I can ever convince Super Grandma to come back to the Comox Valley, she's going to be on the hook for it as well. Yay for dancing, right? Yes, we achieved a diamond, which I'm told is very good. So we did okay. But that was tap, so a good time. What have you been up to the last 2 weeks, Al? Because I've been in my own little world. I've been completely off the charts.
I have been dealing with a lot of crazy stressful things, either work or my roof for my house was damaged a few weeks ago.
You did mention that, actually, yeah.
Yeah, so I have been dealing with that and fighting with insurance and scheduling. I'm getting a whole new roof. No thanks to my insurance. So also figuring out how to pay for that has been real fun. So
isn't the point of insurance that they help you when you need them?
No, the point of insurance is to take your money and then fuck you over later.
Oh, sorry. I know why I thought that was a thing. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Did he not mention the karaoke? Is that at Al or at me? I think it might be at me because I think I mentioned that in our group chat. So when we're in North Vancouver, it is you, yeah. No, it is. So we did the dance day, and then there was like an evening burlesque thing, but we didn't really go in for that. So we went out for a meal and drinks, and then some of the ladies mentioned they wanted to go to a karaoke. I'm like, yeah, I'm up for that. Like, why not? So we went to this place called Sailor Haggars in Vancouver, North Van. And they assured us there was karaoke. We got there, and we got there at like 9. They were like, oh, the karaoke doesn't start until 10:30. And then a couple of the other dancers were like, well, everyone here is like gonna sing, so can they start it earlier? And the waitress was like, okay, deal, but everyone's gotta sing. And I'm there, I'm like, oh god, no, this is gonna be okay. So I thought about it, and I was like, sing it now. No, Sandra, not happening. So I was like, there's 2 things I could, and it was because it's been years since I did karaoke, so I'm used to having like a menu, and you choose from the very limited options. but apparently you could pick anything. So I was like, well, and the worst part was, Al, I don't know if you've ever done karaoke where they've like had a compare, but this guy had pipes. Like, he sat down, he got himself sorted out, and he was sitting, and he was absolutely killing a very difficult song to sing. And I'm like, this is bad. And then a couple of the women from our group got up and they killed what was it they did first? I can't remember, but it was like they were killing it. And I was like, oh, there's
a bunch of really people that do it like every week and stuff, like regulars.
Yeah, so then they had a couple of those as well, and I was like, okay, there's only really 2 songs I could sing like that I know I can sing. And one of them is Master of the House from Les Mis, and the other one is Ice Ice Baby. So I wrote them both down and I put the slip in. Yeah, no, I know, right? I know. A song that I learned when it first came out, and I was like a preteen or whatever, however old I was when it first came out. And I thought it would make me look cool if I could sing Ice Ice Baby, and spoiler alert, it did not at the time. Like, learning Ice Ice Baby as a young white male, it didn't help anything at all. So anyway, the time rolls round and I roll up, and by this time it's like 11:30, 11:45. So everyone's a bit beard up, and the DJ looks at me and is like, so, which one do you want to sing? And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I was like, I kind of feel like the crowd would like one more than the other. And he's like, mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, hit me then. So he spun it up. And I didn't need the words for the first 2 verses because, like, literally I knew it so well. And I think everyone was drunk enough that it was great because I was blowing the minds of all these young, like, late 20 males who I was, like, singing directly at them and pointing them and hamming it up. And they were like, oh, my God, that's amazing. It's like, you just have to be 48, dude. It's fine. And I came off. I got high fives. It was great. And I'm trying to get the video. I want to hear the rage. We're not doing this right now. It's not about that. So I'm trying to get the video from I'm trying to get the video from the DJ. If I get it, I will 100% share it with everyone because there's going to be 2 things. The first thing is it's actually really good and I feel good about myself, or it's awful and therefore hilarious. So if I get it, I will share it. But yeah, that was fun. I tried, chat. I tried. Yeah, no, we're not doing that yet, Dubs. Maybe if I have more gin, it might happen. But right now, no dice. So anyway, that was that. I feel like that's rather in a flannel, though, Al. I think we probably should talk about dodgeball. Shouldn't we?
I suppose.
I guess.
I mean, we do have a lot of dodgeball to cover tonight.
We do. We have 2 rounds of dodgeball to cover, so we've got to get to it. So get him gin. Quick, chop, chop. Get the man gin. We're gonna move swiftly on. We've already skipped straight through the unboxing with Silent Al, but I guess, Al, it's tea time now. I had my operatives working hard for me today because the tea rolls in on a weekly basis, but it's been so long that I couldn't remember anything. So I don't know if you can cast your mind back to round 3, but I think it began with Chrysalis, who's in chat, taunting the commissioner into throwing at her, promising of a catch and a cuddle ball. And then she did catch him and threw him a bone by claiming he was fun to play with. Meanwhile, look at Chrysalis knows exactly what's going on. She's like, hee.
Yeah, of course she does.
Of course she does. Meanwhile, Brent was writing loads of stories, and I think Super Tools was getting in on the game, firing like laser shark with burgers at Cornatius, like sharks with laser beams attached to their heads, firing burgers at Britney Spears, just to like really, really push it home. There may have been some timing issues with some games. Maybe things not going quite as quickly as they could have done. I think
That seems to be all season long. People operating on different timelines and not understanding why other people don't operate on their timeline.
I can neither confirm nor deny the fact that some of my team discovered Suno after I introduced them to Suno. And if you haven't ever come across Suno, and however you feel about AI production stuff, Suno can make songs. So you can give it a prompt and it'll write a song, or you can put your own lyrics into it and give it a stylistic composition prompt, and it'll make songs. And we might have had far too much fun with that. Just saying. Then Bad Wolf, Bad Wolf Streisand, and roast duck. I will come to that, I'm sure. Anything more from you, Al?
Wasn't there someone making comic strips in round 3, or was that round 4?
Well, whether it was round 3 or round 4, it was Super Tools making comic strips for sure. I'm sure I've seen Super Tools in chat. I'm sure he can tell us whether it was round 3 or 4, but I'm pretty sure he also put those in the group. So if you're interested in that, they were incredibly funny, I have to say.
Yes.
And it's very apparent that AI is going to kill us all, because the quality from, I think all he did was he stitched together the stories that we'd written in round 1 for the game that we played, and then he stitched them all together in one cohesive story and just threw it at AI, and I went, yeah, I can make a comic out of that, here you go. And it was hat stand mad. It was beautiful. Super fun, a lot of fun, absolutely. So I think that's all the tea time. Just, life gets in the way, but make sure you're not close to timing out your games. That's all I'm going to say. Because it could be a real concern. Because that's an auto catch.
Yeah.
So don't do the thing. So we're going to move on to the standings after round 2, Al. So we can see Green Aces, Father Throws Best, and the Beverly Hillbillies all sitting there pretty at 2-0. I know it's difficult to cast our minds back almost 3 weeks, but there were 3 undefeated teams going into the round. Then we've got the 4 in the middle, Faulty Throwers, Twilight Throne, Smash, and Catch 54. Where Are You? All sitting at 1-1, respectable. And then I Dream of Dodging, Ball in the Family, and the Duck Fan Dodge Show, all searching for their first win. So always good to get that first one. So we'll see how that plays out. Any surprises for you there, Al, so far? I know it's always difficult. Like, every team looks really good at the start. Someone's got to lose, someone's got to win. But anyone so far?
I mean, that's the thing, is it's every team looks good until they start playing. And then you don't know. And so early in the season, it's tough to make too many predictions. I will say, we've had some close games too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's really I'm not surprised that there are teams that are 2-0 and 0-2, but I'd be very surprised if we get through the season and not everybody gets at least one win or something like that, or someone goes undefeated. So we'll just have to see how the season goes along.
Yeah, I think Adams mentioned in passing that his dream is where everyone's just bunched up and there's no one's getting ahead. It's everyone's just neck and neck all season long, and it would. I don't think we've really had a season like that yet, but that would be really good to see.
No.
But that all said, let's go into the matchup. So on court 1, we've got the Duck Van Dodge Show against Faulty Throwers. Then Father Throws Best versus Smash on court 2. Ball in the Family against the Twilight Throne on court 3. Whereas on court 4, we've got the Beverly Hillbillies versus I Dream of Dodging. And then finally on court 5, Catch 54, Where Are You? Against the Green Aces. So we're going to start with court 1, Al. it's not the most one-sided, but it's a pretty one-sided race-off, with Faulty Throwers getting 5 of those race balls to the Duck Van Dodge shows 2. Darth Binkley and Wachowanek. Oh, I do remember one thing, and I'm sorry, Binks, but when Sevenik lost his race, I said, not exactly verbatim, but I said something like, "Don't worry, Binks throws catches." So as we get forward, we're going to see Juan Carlos eliminates Wachowanek with pretty much the first throw of the game. Poop Deck then hits Lanciace, which is a great one because, Lanciace, formerly Royal Lance, I think, solid player, and I felt really good about Poops getting that. And then DG3 catches Super Grandma, reviving Wachowanek before Juan Carlos then hits DG3's on an absolute tear at this point, the handsome Spaniard. Then Poop Deck hits Wachowanek, sending him back to the bench, before Double Dubs hits Corey Bear 88. And Corey, I think I shared a couple of messages with Corey, and I think his head wasn't in the game as well. Things, when you're having a season, it happens to us all in dodgeball, where just nothing's going right.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't exactly say that, but my interpretation was he literally couldn't buy victory this season so far. He's just having a torrid time of it. So hopefully now that we've played them, Corey Bear comes back and absolutely murders everyone, because that's the Corey Bear we know and love.
Yes.
So at the moment, it's all Faulty Throwers. And it's just Imam, Binks, and Cyber left up. Then I hit Cyberduck. I think that might have been the second attempt I tried to get him. Before Sevenik catch eliminates Binks.
Oh.
And this is Binks's first, he threw at Sevenik. The game took a while just because of time zone stuff. But Sevenik did in fact catch Darth Binkley, as predicted. And then
Poor Binks.
I know, right? It's stereotypes exist for a reason, partially, but also Binks is a good player. He just has the most rotten luck.
Yeah.
And then finally I hit Imam, and then Poop Deck double taps Imam, as I think she threw her ball at Poop Deck. And that's a clean sweep. So I'm not going to lie, Al, morale was very high in chat.
Yeah, I imagine so.
I think we were also the last match in round 3. I'm sure some of my team members might confirm or deny that, but I certainly felt like we were the last game running in that round. So that one ran a little while, but we're the winner. But who's the MVP, Al? I'm sure you looked at this.
I did, and I will say you were very, very close.
That should never be the case.
Listen, you got 2 hits, and you were perfect on games. You were 4 for 4 on games.
Oh, good Lord. Please don't be me.
Fortunately, there was someone else who did a little bit better than you, who was also perfect on games. They were 4 for 4. They also got 2 hits, but they got a catch.
Oh, I love whoever it is. I love this person. Tell me.
Poop Deck.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. You saved my blushes. And congratulations, Poops did actually. She had a great game that game. So congratulations, Poop Deck. Songs were made.
Yeah,
they were. So congratulations to Poop Deck, MVP of Court 1, thoroughly well deserved, especially saving the blushes of myself. But we're going to move on to Court 2, and it's Father Throws Best versus Smash. Now, I can't remember if it was this round or round 4. I have a feeling it was this round. But I seem to remember Maximus being told to, get it on, and he declared confidently that he would kill everybody on the opposing team. So that's you got to love the confidence. But it's a pretty balanced race beginning. We've got Lex Marauder and Cornatius taking balls for Smash, whilst the aforementioned Maximus, Riska, Super Tools, and Ethel Narwhal or get their balls. So balanced start, Al. Interesting to see how this one develops. It takes a couple of throws, but clearly this is where the memes started flying because Super Tools hits Cornatius, and I think that's where the burger firing, laser shark, Britney hitting thing came in. I'm not 100% certain, but it looked like a lot of fun from the sidelines. We then have the Jeb who catches Riska, reviving Cornatius immediately. So congratulations, welcome back to the game, Cornatius, primed and ready to send out more Britney-themed memes. Lex then hits Riska. So Riska having had, was it last round that she was the MVP, or was it round 1? I think she was the MVP.
I think it was round 1 she went.
Yeah, but having a bit of a tougher go so far in round 3 as Lex Neville takes her out the game. Then Maximus, true to his word, takes out both Bathoris and Starmark in quick succession, trying to put his stamp on best dodgeball player of the century before Tough hits Maximus, ending his attempt. So short-lived but potent. Still, a 2-for-1 is always good. Then Tuna Slap, who's been a little bit quiet so far this season. Catch eliminates Tough, and we've talked about this before, Al, but I really love it when someone gets people out, then they get got out by someone else, and then that person gets got out by another person. It's just like this kind of revenge triangle. It's really cool.
Yes.
So Tuna Slap catches and eliminates Tough, sending him to the bench. Marauder Mo accounts for Dion Lunsford before Lex Neville hits Tuna Slap after it looks like a lot of to and fro. Or whether that's just between those two or not, we don't know, but it certainly stands to reason it could be. We've then got Super Tools hitting the Jeb, leading like a captain should before Super Tools, presumably the Jeb either sent a zombie ball at him or had a throw out, but Super Tools catches the Jeb, reviving Riska, bringing the numbers pretty evenly matched there as we're kind of halfway through this game, before Super Tools then hits Cornatius again. Oh, the humiliation must be unbearable. Maraudimo then, again, classic, takes out Super Tools for having the audacity to take out Cornatius a second time, before Maraudimo then catches Super Tools. That's the second time in this game, Al, that we've had someone being hit then caught on the bounce back. So Maraudimo catches Super Tools and revives Bathoris. So now we're swinging all over the place. Bathoris then catch eliminates Riska. Ethel Narwhal catches Lex Neville, reviving Maximus. Is this game ever going to end? Maximus then hits Bathoris. Riska hits Lex Neville. Riska catch eliminates Marauder Mo. Oh my god, she's on fire. And the game has ended when Lex 16, apparently absent until right now, double taps Marauder Mo. And finally, I guess that's a zombie ball. Lex Neville hits out Mini Tools, and all the throws are accounted for. So another win for Father's Throw Best. But Al, that looked like an exciting game.
It was pretty crazy, and I know some emotions got real high during that match. So it was pretty great.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got G for Fun has joined in the chat, and I know it's too early to talk about that, but round 5 I think has a very exciting turn of events involving G.
Round 5 recap.
I'm so ready for round 5 right now. But the winner is Father Throws Best. And Al, who is your Court MVP for Court 2?
This was close because we all know Maximus is like the undisputed greatest player of Star Realms. However, I think I'm actually going to give this one, and you know I don't like giving it to the captain, but I'm going to give it to Super Talls.
Okay. Explain yourself, sir.
He had 3 hits. Maximus also had 3 hits. Okay, but he had a catch. Maximus did not have a catch.
Okay.
So I gave it to Super Talls over Maximus. However, I would like to point out in this game there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 catches in between both teams, and no one had more than 2. So it was all over the place.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, I genuinely love, and I think again a shout out to Derek. Like having this graphical view really brings the game to life because you can really see the ebbs and flows and the swings and roundabouts of the game. So It really helps bring that to life. But this would have been a cracker to be a part of. Lots of to and fro and back and forth. Excellent stuff. But Court 3 is the next match. We've got PC Load Letters Ball in the Family up against Mojo Jojo Squared's The Twilight Throne. So we can see another fairly uneven race output there, with only JP Runs Funny and Older Dan winning balls for Ball in the Family, whilst Wet Yeti, G for Fun, Mojo 2, The Butcher, and Agent Seto, who didn't Adam say he hated recently? Is that what happened?
Wait, he said he hated what?
Didn't the commissioner say he hated Agent Seto? Was that what happened, or was it just...
I mean, probably, but he says he hates a lot of things in our private chat.
In our private chat, that's not substantiated. That's pure flannel. But Ian, we got you, bro. We got you, Ian.
Yeah, I totally. I have Ian's back. Librarian Brotherhood.
I was gonna say he's a librarian and therefore better than all the rest of the underlings. But
exactly. He runs like nearly every league on Board Game Geek now. So
is his hegemony expanded to literally all the things?
I think so. I think it's the Board Game Geek League, the PGL, the NML. I'm sure there's some other L that
there's
he's
probably
in charge
some other
of.
acronyms that he's in charge of.
So, I gotta watch his back just so I don't get kicked out of any one of those.
Fantastic. But as we can see, this game begins with a catch, and Deckard catch eliminates Wet Yeti. I know Wet Yeti's in chat, so he'll have to explain himself to the fans. Librarian Brotherhood is like one syllable away from being very problematic. Moving swiftly on, the Butcher then hits Aldedan before Deckard pops up and hits Bahamut 619 again. Mojo Jojo hits both Drew the Rat. Oh, and Al, it's yourself.
Yeah.
An early exit. Maybe you'll come back. Maybe you'll come back.
Maybe.
Agent Sato then hits JP Runs Funny. Deckard hits the Butcher. Dusto hits Mojo Jojo before also then going on to hit G for Fun. And then Agent Sato hits Dusto. Oh, I love it. I love seeing it. I hit you. They hit you. Amazing. Deckard then catch eliminates Chasmo, the Donut Master himself, going down before Agent Sato catch eliminates Deckard. This is down to the wire here. And then Deckard hits Agent Sato. Oh, but G for Fun hits PC Load Letter, and we're in a race-off, Al.
We're in a race-off. This is how I'm able to...
This is a real dodgeball game. All right, so we've got the race-off, and I believe when this happens, the captains submit their lists, and then it's just random, right?
Yep, just random.
So Dusto is up against Mojo. You are up against Wet Yeti. Drew the Rat is up against G for Fun, whilst JP and the Butcher are matched. Chasmo, Deckard, Aldedan, Agent Seto, and finally PC Load Letter against Bahamut 619. So we're off to the races. Dusto chalks up the win against Mojo in their race. You then win against Wet Yeti, so it's 2-0. Drew the Rat beats G for Fun, so now really they have to win absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And they win with the Butcher. He beats JP Runs Funny. Chasmo beats Deckard. But Aldedan and PC Load Letter take their games home, and Ball in the Family take the tie in what must have been a thrilling end to the game, Al.
Yeah, it was. And the thing is, looking at the opening races, it was 5-2 with
the other
Twilight
way.
Throne.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it flip-flopped. So it was an interesting bookends.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you'd have thought that Twilight Throne would have felt good going into that, but maybe you had the incentive of like, we're not letting this happen again. So, like, come on, team.
Yeah.
But a great result for you. Now, on the understanding that it obviously can't be yourself, Al, who's the court MVP?
The court MVP is Deckard. He had 3 hits and 2 catches.
Oh, that's a good record.
That is a, yeah. That was, he was instrumental in getting us into the race off.
Wet Yeti popping up in chat saying that he's been called worse than an interesting bookend before. 3 hits, 2 catches is an amazing and an amazing result, and and winning, that's good stuff. So, court 4, we've got the Beverly Hit-Billies against I Dream of Dodging. Now, currently, I think Hit-Billies are 2-0 and I Dream of Dodging are 0-2. Is that right? Going into this game?
I believe so.
But we've got a fairly even race result. We've got BPB, Acox89, Mcolo, and Ninja winning their races, whilst CJK Flyer, Rollin Par, and Nadina win their balls. So we're going to get off to the races, and it's Nadina catch eliminate. There's been a lot of catch eliminations this round. Nadina catch eliminates the 9-inch Ninja at the offset before Clever Missy is hit by Rollin Par after a couple more balls kind of get shared before Acox89 hits Dakaran, the graphical master himself. And then Evan catch eliminates Acox89. So this is another game apparently where the catch rate is very high. CJK hits Astalia, and Nadina hits Bagsman, your favorite value player in mine. Before
yes.
BPB then catches CJK Flyer, reviving the 9-inch Ninja. It's still very much in Beverly Hit-Billy's favor though at this stage. BPB hits Rollin Par, bringing it back a little bit. Then Ninja catches Nadina, reviving Clever Missy. Maybe that worm's starting to turn a little bit. BPB then catch eliminates C-Bus. This is getting interesting. CJK catch eliminates BPB. My goodness, I count 4 of those already. Ninja hits Evan. CJK hits Ninja immediately, of course. And then Anorsin or Anakin hits Mcolo. And then Nadina hits Clever Missy, and it's all over bar the zombie balls. Let's see what happens. And Ninja takes out CJK. So it's another win for the Beverly Hit-Billies as they continue their unbeaten march towards the top of the table. And I Dream of Dodging are still searching for their first win. But Al, who is your MVP?
MVP this round is going to... By the way, in case anyone was curious, this round, or this matchup, had 6 catches. The other one had 7, but still, that's a lot of catches for
that's
one.
That's a high rate of catches, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm going to give it to Nadiner, who had 2 hits and a catch himself. He also had an 86% win rate and was perfect on defense.
Oh, wow. That's top stuff.
Yeah.
Really, really good stats there. Congratulations to Nadina. So that concludes Court 4, and we're going to go through to Court 5, where it's Thestral's Catch 54, Where Are You?, including our Valiant Commissioner, against the Green Aces, who, if I remember rightly, and we're currently up against them in round 5, they were undefeated at this point as well.
Yes.
So we've got Chrysalis in the chat. I don't think we've got any other of the Green Ace players in the chat. But Cranky's in the chat as well. So this is maybe some smack talk approaching in the chat. But the races are pretty even. Connor, Chrysalis, and Jay Huns all taking their balls, while Thestral, Sturrock, Cranky, and Borkin Beans win theirs. So both captains getting their balls. You like to see it, but Chrysalis immediately catch eliminates Cranky. I think this is what we were talking about earlier on.
Talking about
where Chrysalis was catching the commissioner and saying how delightful it was to play him, trying to soften the blow of the first bum on the bench. So Thestral then hits Bad Wolf after a couple of exchanges. Jay Huns hits Thestral. I do love to see some captain on captain action, and that's clearly what happened there. Oh. Jay Huns taking out Sir Thestral. Now Osmosis Brent catches Chrysalis after their great victory against Cranky and rubs salt into the wound by reviving a Cranky. So he's back in the game. Connor then hits Sturrock before Chrysalis catches O-Dog, reviving Bad Wolf. So at this point, there's not really been that much movement. Rip hits Osmosis Brent, though. Chrysalis hits Zim. It's starting to look bad for Catch 54. Sethestral hits J-Huns. Bork and Beans catches Connor, reviving Sethestral. So there's a lot of to and fro here. Chrysalis then hits Sethestral. When will she stop murdering people? My goodness. Connor hits Bork and Beans. Cranky Day hits Vori. Then Rip hits Cranky. So it's really coming down to the wire. And Green Aces are padded well and kicking. I haven't heard from Cisco yet, but Bad Wolf Catch eliminates O-Dog. And surely it's just Zombie Balls left. And nothing happens. So it's a win to the Green Aces. 5 sore bottoms to 7. Al, who's your court MVP?
Oh, we're giving the court MVP to the person who has now coined our new favorite dodgeball phrase, which is catching a cuddle. We are giving it to Chrysalis.
Chrysalis catching a cuddle. So what?
He had
yeah,
2 hits, 2 catches, and a win percentage, which I know she will appreciate, of 69%.
Nice.
Nice.
So 2 catches and a cuddle for Chrysalis in that game.
Question about Cisco. Cisco played 2 games. He had his race, and then someone threw at him and missed him, and that was it. So he got to sit back and relax and watch Chrysalis do all the work.
I think that's a motto for life, isn't it? Where quite often our lady friends are doing the bulk of the work, unappreciated. Yeah. But Chrysalis, we appreciate you, and certainly that MVP award is testament to that. So that is the round. But Al, we've got a round MVP and a Moneybags award. Where do these land?
Yes, we do. So I gave the round MVP to, we just talked about her, Chrysalis.
Oh yeah.
For all their hits, her catches, and coining the phrase "catching a cuddle."
Fantastic.
And then Moneybags is going to Nadener.
Okay, and where was Nadener drafted again? What round?
That's what I'm trying. Oh, he was drafted in the 6th round. So second to last.
Yep.
And to get that sort of production, 86% win rate, 2 hits and a catch out of that, that's definitely Moneybags material.
I think any team would be absolutely delighted with that. Yeah.
Catching a Cuddle Chrysalis and Nadener.
Well, congratulations to both of those. Well deserved. Catching a Cuddle Chrysalis might be just her name now, I think.
It might be.
It might very well be. So congratulations to both of those. And let's look at how the tables stand at the end of round 3, Al. So we've still got 3 teams at the top there. Green Aces, Beverly Hit Billies, and Father Throws Best. All at 3-0. But Faulty Throws have pulled into a little niche there ahead of the other teams in 4th. We've then got 4 teams at 1 and 2. Smash, The Twilight Throne, Catch 54, Where Are You, Ball in the Family, and then still yet to get off the board, I Dream of Dodging and the Duck Van Dodge Show. But Al, there's still a lot of dodgeball to be played. This is only round 3. We've got another 6 rounds to go. Stick around with us though, because we are going to get into round 4 pretty quickly. I'm going to make us disappear for a minute. I'm going to keep the stream running. We're going to disappear for a little bit while I queue up round 4 for us. We're going to leave you with some music. So maybe 5 minutes for me to get another gin and give Super Grandma a tiny bit of hope that karaoke will happen. And then we'll get right back to it. So hang tight with us, and we shall be back very soon.